Hey folks, 3 cards, all from Bloomburrow, make Otter tokens. So Otter Ball Antics is a 6 mana spell. Create an Otter token, and then that creature gains haste until end of turn. I wish more token generators gave haste. Ral Crackling Wit is a Vanguard, not an especially good one, as they frankly weren't towards the end of the run of Vanguards that we got, but it does have a -1. Create an Otter token. And then Storm Chaser's Talent is a kind of odd support with level. When it enters the board, you get an Otter token. And then if you can get it to level 4 and do some other stuff, it triggers it to create an Otter token each time. So we'll worry more about the enters the board bit for that. Right. Let's get Kylox's Volkstrider on the board. Not a very good start for mana. I saw our opponent. We've got a red match now, though. Yeah, we'll do that. That worked out better. I've given away a landfall. Ooh, Felix 5 boots. I'm going to try and get rid of that fairly quickly. Right, we've drawn a spell. We've drawn the Otter Ball Antics, and Kylox has given it full mana. So that's cool. And we've got rubbish matches again. There we go. No, we won't pay the ward because we can't do anything. Okay, so we've played the spell, put an Otter in play. It got haste, which means the spell works, and Kylox gave it a boost. But you can see that Felix 5 boots is making copies of itself. Ooh, we've drawn Deem Inferior. That's nice. Nope, no ward. Okay, right, there's the support down. Oh, I shouldn't have played that Deem Inferior. That was a mistake. Can you see why? Because Greg's Felix had already put a copy of itself in hand with full mana, so it's back on the board, and we're back where we started. I could do with Kylox, Otter Ball Antics isn't what I needed there. I could do with Kylox drawing me a Deem Inferior. Let's use Dax A1. What do we get? Lock and load might do it. Yeah. Let's have a look at the token before we do anything else. So there it is. Otter. It's rare. They're 1/1, but these have had a buff. I've got 2 of them, but they've had a buff to get them to 4/4. I'll explain that in a second. It's blue and red and has the creature type Otter, and it has prowess. This creature gets +1/+1. None of that till end of turn business, and I really like that. And remember, prowess triggers whenever you play a non-creature card. So we've done that a couple of times, and it's got a little buff already. So that's okay. Not sure how I feel about the artwork. I don't hate it. I'm not usually into the cartoony stuff. I think this is halfway between cartoony and regular. I like his little crown anyway. I guess that's something. He's like a pirate otter, isn't he? This is Julia Griffin, who we've seen once before. Julia did the Lorwyn Merfolk token. So it's an artist we've seen fairly recently. So that's 2 up for Julia Griffin. Let's do a bit more with the otter. Let's see what we can do. If I can get that lock and load going, I think next turn, Kylox should give it full mana. We're still in the game here. We've got some things going on. Right. What's Greg doing? Oh, he just discarded my lock and load. Swine. Right. Let's see what we get. Chaos Warp, maybe that. No, we've got that Deem Inferior. Right. This is what I should have done. If you're ever playing against Felix 5 boots, lock your Deem Inferior down and use it with the flash. And the reason is the Felix 5 boots has made a copy of itself in hand, so I don't want to get rid of it now. I want Greg to put that copy on the board and not give it the opportunity to make another one. That would have been Leyline of the Guild Pack. Oh, you've got loads of mana. What are you going to do? Don't discard my Deem Inferior. No, you didn't. Right. There we go. So I've got a muted Deem Inferior. There we go. So Felix Five Boots didn't have a chance to make copies of anything in Greg's hand. So that puts us, I think, back in charge here. Yeah, let's. Our Otter's gradually getting bigger as well. Let's get rid of your support. Shadow of the Second Sun out of that lot, I think. And you can see our Otter's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Diviner of the Mist doing its job. I'm liking this deck just for a bit of fun. Don't need another Chaos Warp just now. Let's see what Cryptic Command gets us. Well, it'll get us Dragonhawk, so that's all right. And again, our Otter's getting bigger and bigger because of the prowess. Yeah, this is quite cool, isn't it? So how big are we attacking now with that Otter? 15-15. That's okay. You see Greg's down to 23 life. And next turn we will be attacking with, well, 23 on the board, plus whatever boost we get from Kylox. So I think, for me, that makes Otter a little bit of fun. I like the prowess. I like that it's not till end of turn. Not super stackable, but it can get bigger, the Otter token.